SHEDTOWN, created by Tony Pitts. Episode 2, Foundations, by Kevin Eldon.
A circle of sighing, snoring, trumping, mumbling souls huddled on the sand around the ashes of last night's fire. A gentle sea breeze fans the embers back to glowing life moment by moment. Empty cans and bottles all around, the bony remnants of last night's meaty feast. Yesterday was playtime. Today begins with double reality, and then it'll be going home time. But the bell hasn't gone just yet. And here comes a rude awakening. Trusty, far from rusty, ex-Spitfire pilot Wing Commander Johnny Edwards, VC, DSO, landlord of the Mitchell Arms, is approaching, preceded by his fat Labrador Lucy with her big pink tongue.
Oh, get off, you daft dog. Oh, got me head.
Don't mind her. She's only saying hello.
Oh, get it off me.
Oh, where are we? Dave, the ceiling's fallen in.
It's okay, I think we're outside, Diane.
Look for a barbecue or something.
Yeah. I can't remember much about it, though. Except for that meat. Hey, where's Jimmy?
Must have gone for a was.
Dave! Don't say Wes.
Come here, Lucy. Silly girl. Ah, morning all. Oh, gosh. Looks like you chaps tied one on last night. But you've all got thick heads, what?
I've got a thick head.
Yes, I don't doubt it, my dear. But, tell you what, here's an idea. A few deep breaths, get your kit together, and I'll see you up at the Mitchell at 8:30. Hot tea all round, Bloody Marys with a Stewart, eh? And a nice full English should do the trick. Soon have you feeling tickety-boo. Now, come on, Lucy. Oh, come on now. Oh. Now then, more bangers, anyone?
Oh, God, no thanks, Johnny.
I'm stuffed.
Hey, where's Jimmy got to? That's what I'm wondering. What if he went for a walk at middle at night and didn't notice he were walking into the sea?
Oh, you'd notice if you were walking at sea, Diane.
Not if it were dark and you were tired and you weren't paying attention.
You two aren't helping my headache, you know.
Well now, if you'll be so good as to excuse us, we've work to do. We shall finish the last of our toast on the hop. No offence, Wes, dear boy.
I'm taken, Father. I'm proud of this space, I am. This gap here where my leg was a reminder of the bravest thing I ever did. I was lumberjacking in Africa, and suddenly, out the trees came the biggest bear you've ever seen.
A bear? In Africa?
Yeah, dead rare it were. Anyway, all I had was an axe. So I cut my leg off and threw it at the bear. Well, what else could I do? And while it was tucking into it, I had just enough time to bounce away.
Wow, it's amazing.
Yeah, it's amazing, that.
Oh, I think you'll find that Wes here is the stuff of legends. Now we must to our farmer's market and set up our stall.
Now, hey, don't tell me you two have actually found gainful employment.
Michael and Wesley's quality meat stand. Top cuts at bargain prices. You lot enjoyed them steaks last night, didn't you?
What meat was that exactly?
Veal.
Lamb.
Lamb.
Veal.
And may I say, lady and gentlemen, our acquaintance may have been brief, but it's been a sweet one. Farewell. Come, Wes.
I hope their stall sells better quality of stuff than that rubbish they gave us last night. Alright, Col.
Yeah?
Right, well, I suppose we ought to find a mechanic, fix this van, get us back home. You reckon, Col?
Yeah, actually, don't you worry. I know the very chap. Let's go and give him a tinkle now.
Hey, is that Jimmy?
Jimmy, you nutter! Where have you been?
What's he saying? He wants us to follow him.
Yeah, he's like Skippy, isn't he? What's got into him? Looks absolutely bloody balmy.
And our heroes scuttle down to the seafront like mardy-arse cardigan turtles to see what Jimmy can see by the sea.
That's the lot, mate. Right, let's get a move on. I'll catch it if I get seen dropping off on a beach.
Righto. What's all this stuff?
Let's see now. 6 garden sheds, 6 hammocks, and a pallet of disposable barbecues. All present and correct. Sign here.
Yep. And thanks for the lift back from the store.
Good luck.
See ya.
We were worried about it, Jimmy. Where have you been?
See this lot? This is our new home.
What's he on about?
Sheds. Top quality sheds. We can put them up right here. Live right here.
What?
Bloody sheds.
Sheds.
Listen. Hear that? Yeah, the sea, the birds. So yesterday was brilliant, wasn't it? Wasn't it one of the best days you can remember for years? Well, why not have that every day? Have the air filling you up, living under this big open sky. Look at it. Look at those clouds racing by.
Jimmy, mate, what are you on about?
What have we got to go back to, eh? Any of us. You and me, Barry. Our lives back there are over. You know it. William, you got no job, no place to live. Dave, Diane, and what are the chances of finding another job where you can work together? And are you always going on about getting away from it all? And Colin, mate, the museum's gone. What's left?
I don't know. I don't know what's left. I don't know what's gone.
You're still pie-eyed, I reckon.
Never sober, William. And we need you. When you need a job done quickly and done well, who are you going to call? Will Pashnell. Look, we've all got something to offer. Together we can build it. We can build SHEDTOWN.
SHEDTOWN?
Think about it.
And on Jimmy talks, never pausing for breath, speaking as if being spoken through, and for all his uncertainties and doubts and fears and misgivings about himself and others and the world and life. This is the one time when there are no doubts, no fears, no misgivings. And slowly but surely, his words, his conviction, his vision begin to soak into their hearts. Meanwhile, at the Sunday morning farmers' market, Father Michael and Wes stand behind their hastily constructed stall, ragged strips of raw meat glistening in the summer sun.
There you go, madam. That'll be grand with a few potatoes and a splash of gravy. Peace be upon you.
Trade's brisk, Father.
Trade's brisket, Wes.
Unusual to see you two up so early,
Eleanor, my dear.
Father. And since when were you involved in the meat business?
Since a reputable source became available to us.
And what kind of meat is that exactly?
Pork. Beef.
Oh, right. Well, that's very clear. Something smells very, well, fishy isn't the word. Oh, I'm not quite sure what that smells of.
Can I interest you in a small chop?
No, I'm a vegetarian, Father. And even if I weren't, the last place I'd be bummed.
And it hasn't taken long. It hasn't taken long at all for Jimmy to enchant his workmates with his infectious daring. Each of them realises that a chapter is finished, and there is not only no future plot written, but their pencils are broken and they're all out of paper. Until now. Irresistibly drawn to the opportunity to make, to fashion, to impose order over the random nakedness of nature, William Pashnell, handyman par excellence, slowly at first, rises gradually to the challenge of creation. For the first time in his life, it is he who is issuing orders, delegating duties, leading the pack and, lost in a rare sense of purpose, no matter how absurd, with the exception of a bewildered, increasingly distant Colin, the former employees of Blakely Steel Museum throw themselves bodily into the tasks at hand. It hasn't taken long, and now here they stand together on the sand, barely believing the sight before them.
Look at that.
SHEDTOWN is born.
Look at that.
Oh, hey, I can't believe we've got them up that quick.
They don't look half bad, do they?
No, not finished yet. They need creosote in. 3 coats at least. And proper weatherproofing.
These were here a couple of hours ago.
Yeah, and then bam, here it all is. And we made it happen. Right, you lot, may I invite you to partake in a short, very short tour of one of our luxury oceanside abodes?
Oh.
We won't all fit in there.
Sweet, we'll just breathe in. Right, this way, please. Okay, that's it, budge up, make room. Right, we all in?
Just about. You're standing on me toe.
No, I'm not.
No, that's me, I'm solid.
All right, can I have your attention, please?
toe.
Thank you. Well, welcome to the Henley Shiplap single-door shed. True home from home. Note the tongue and groove-clad walls, offering reliable element-proof protection from all weathers. And with an OSB resin-bonded board solid sheet roof. We are talking about a solid, dependable design offering complete structural reliability. Note to the light and airy interior. Now, all SHEDTOWN sheds, it goes without saying, offer the potential of internal customisation to suit the aesthetic and practical preferences of the individual owner.
You are?
You can decorate it how you want.
Oh, hey, Dave, let's decorate ours with that wallpaper what looks like wood.
Oh, yeah.
Got any questions?
I've got a question. When can we move in?
Right now is the answer to that question, David. And with an excited bustle, each pick a shed and stand quietly for a moment in their little hut, breathing in the woody aroma. And even though it is as yet an empty space, they can't help but feel warm and cosy as a fresh wind gently buffets against their shelter's sides. Colin, though, unable to take in or take on, remains at a loss, stands before the little houses, shaking his head in confusion.
Where is this?
Back at the Mitchell Arms, Father Michael and Wes are very happy. They've made a killing, and a little celebration seems only natural.
One for yourself, Wing Commander. Whatever you'd like.
Well, perhaps a half, Father, thank you.
What a morning. We have toiled without respite, unceasingly, unsparingly.
There were a bloke from Buckingham Palace, Wing Commander, on holiday.
Oh, really?
I don't recall the gentleman.
You were a kip under the stall. He said if our stuff tasted as good as it looked, he'd be getting in touch about us providing for the Queen.
A royal appointment?
Incredible.
Cheers.
Cheers.
And here's Eleanor, fresh and salty from her morning wandering along the beach. Her obsession these days is the incessant collecting of the abandoned and discarded, the ignored and overlooked. Taken to her studio and wrought into expressions of longing, impressions of yearning, steeped in her own sad beauty.
Ah, Eleanor, my dear.
Grandad?
Afternoon, my child. A small libation for you, my dear.
Unless I'm mistaken, I think you'll find that you and Wesley are barred from this pub. Grandad?
Eleanor, a word in your shell, like, if I may.
Grandad?
Shush. Now, look here. £50. They've just given it to me. Now, Father Michael promises he's going to repay all the back rent on the caravan. Plus, he's going to take care of all the damage done when Wes had that tiff with the bikers. And the father swears on his life he will never again vomit on the premises. Look at them. They found a way to start making some decent money. You can tell it's going to make all the difference.
Grandad, what will I do with you?
Well, you just keep being my best girl.
Oh, come here, you big softy. Right, a quick sandwich and then I'm off again. Didn't have much luck this morning.
You know, you've really got to start doing something with all this art, whatchamacallit. And it's a crime keeping it all banged up in that studio of yours.
Colin feels lost. He can't stay in a shed, can he? No, he must go home. To Maureen. To Maureen. To
Maureen, I just...
I've been worried sick.
Yeah, it's the van.
I thought something had happened.
Can you come and...
Colin?
Can you come and get me? Maureen?
And Colin stands and waits and thinks. But for most of the inhabitants of SHEDTOWN, as the sun arcs through this first afternoon, there is bustling activity, arranging and rearranging, settling and nesting. New beginnings are being begun. In William's shed, the floor is already hidden under a covering of sketches, designs, plans and projects for SHEDTOWN. He sees its future. He sees his future, waiting to be formed, given shape, made solid, finally controlled. At the Mitchell Arms, Eleanor is back sooner than usual from her lonely scavenging. Wes and Father Michael are drunk from their morning success and their afternoon's alcohol.
Sold a lot though, Father, didn't we?
Every last scrap, boy. It's a self.
Sorry, reminds me, what was the meat you were selling this morning?
Liver.
Ham.
Ham.
Oh, well, have a look at what I've just found on the beach.
Oh. What's this? Have you found more material for your artistic endeavours?
What an interesting idea, if I were to maybe go down the modern route.
Oh, it whiffs a bit.
Look inside.
Wes, I think we might be in a bit of a spot.
What?
I said, look inside.
Oh, sweet Mother Mary. It's Jenny. It's Jenny's head. I don't believe it.
Jenny? Who the blazes is Jenny?
Their donkey, Grandad. You have gone too far this time. You've had your last chance and you've blown it. You are hereby banned from this pub and evicted from the caravan. So go on, get your stuff and go.
Ellie, my love.
Grandad, they've been selling donkey meat to people. Donkey meat.
Wing Commander, we throw ourselves upon your mercy.
Grandad.
Yes, but probably best you skedaddle, old chap. Sorry and all that.
Banished. Banished into the wilderness.
Meanwhile, here's Barry staggering back from the charity shops, loaded down with blanket and kettle, cutlery and still mucky rug, egg cup and lucky brass horseshoe, drunk with reckless optimism, yet blasted clean with a fresh sense of purpose. He's stopping by to tell Carly he's stopping by the seaside. Oh, he does like to be beside the seaside.
Oh, I do like to be beside the sea. Oh, I do like to stroll along the prom, hear the brass band playing tiddly plom, plom. Hello. Where's the tons of this stuff?
In a Fanta, ice cold on the house.
Well, aren't you going to ask me about all this stuff?
What's that picture?
It's a picture of a crying clown. I've also got a set of darts, and I'm going to throw them at it.
Clown's eye.
Clown's eye! You're not going to ask me, are you? Well, I'll tell you then. I'm not going home. I'm staying on the beach. We all are. In sheds. So what do you think of that then?
And Barry can very clearly see what she thinks of that, because her mush is transformed by a smile that instantly, dazzlingly brightens her face and the surrounding district with its megawatt luminosity. All other smiles are empty grimaces. Barry has seen the light.
That's deep enough now, ain't it, Father?
Just another few inches or so, Wes, me lad.
You've been saying that the last hour. It's not easy using a spade with one leg, you know.
And it pains me to watch your exertions. There, deep enough, deep enough. Stand aside, boy. Oh God, who is Lord of all, we are gathered here today to commit the head of our beloved sister Jenny. Oh Father, receive it into your heavenly sanctuary, that it may be reunited with her body to spend all eternity in divine completeness with you and your holy saints till judgment day come. Amen. In she goes, Wes. Fill it in, Wes.
I've only just dug it.
Fill it in. I wonder whether I'd be as well to throw myself in there too, Wes. Homeless, penniless. Time rolls on. I feel life's woes far more keenly these days. What is that? Over there. Rising from the sands. A New Jerusalem? Come, Wes, me boy.
But I haven't finished.
Come.
Dave, what do you think of these curtains, Dave?
Hang on, Diane.
I think they look great. What do you think?
Hang on.
Look, Dave.
Hang on, Diane, will you? I'm just finishing painting this last top corner. What's the hell that? Oh, I stepped in the paint pot now. What is it?
A face. Out the window.
What? Oh, it's just Father Michael, you scaredy car. There's eggshell blue all up my trouser leg.
Morning, Diane. David. Hope I didn't give you a turn there, my dear. I couldn't help but spoil your new little settlement from across the sands.
It was Jimmy's idea. We've decided to stay here.
Oh, what's wrong with Bez?
Wes.
Wes?
The dark clouds of misfortune have broken over our poor, unsheltered heads.
Oh, that sounds horrible. Come in.
Oh, just for the moment. Thank you. Poor Wes can hardly stand. What a beautiful little home you have here. Sit down with me, Wes, my boy. Rest a while.
Where are we, Father?
We're all right, my son. Try not to fret.
What's happened?
Where to begin? First, the plague.
You what?
The plague of rats the Almighty has seen to visit upon us.
Oh, I hate rats.
We awoke last night to a host of the verminous creatures swarming all over us.
Biting, squeaking.
Shush now, Wes. Shush. You're safe now. For the moment.
Do you mean they were trying to eat you?
If that were not bad enough. As we ran screaming from our caravan onto the beach, we found... Oh, whoa.
My poor Jenny.
Jenny? The donkey?
Oh, Jenny. Jenny, oh.
Wes!
Wes.
Wes! Is he all right?
One moment. I think he's fainted, rendered senseless by the raw grief.
What's happened to Jenny?
Gone.
Run away?
If only.
Stolen?
'Twould be a blessing.
What then?
Butchered!
Oh, that's horrible.
Who did it?
Agents of Satan. That would describe him well enough.
Hoodies.
Probably.
That's really sad. Jenny wore a lovely donkey.
She was a saint. Well, we mustn't disturb you any longer. Wes, wake up, Wes.
What are you doing?
Rousing, Wes. We've taken up enough of your time and space.
Where will you go?
I believe I spotted a stout cardboard box under the pier a few days ago.
No. We won't let you, will we, Dave?
Oh, well, there's no room, my dear. Bless you, but we're virtually cheek by jowl, even as we sit here.
Well, you have this shed then.
Diane, what about us too?
Dave Bullock! Were you nearly eaten alive by rats today? Was your donkey's head cut off by a gang of kids on crack?
No.
Well then, you take a look at these two, sunshine, and count yourself lucky. Father Michael, look after Les.
Wes.
Les, take as long as you like.
1,000 thanks, my dears. 1,000 thanks and more. May I say that I think you two young people are very special. And I promise we'll be no more than a couple of weeks.
Weeks?
3 at the most.
Yes. Yes, of course. Come on, Dave. Let's leave them to rest.
Right. See ya.
Bye.
Grandad! Grandad!
What? Come here, old thing. What?
Look!
What's wrong? Spotted enemy aircraft?
There on the beach.
Hang on, where's the old bins? Yeah, there they are. Yes, now let's see. What the dickens is that? Sheds? Garden bloody sheds. Run to. They won't grow cabbages down there.
Well, I'm sorry, but that eyesore is not staying there. How dare they?
Hi, Col.
You alright, you two?
Diane's gone and chucked us out of our own shed.
It's only for a bit.
And let them two with the barbecue from last night have it.
They had nowhere to go.
No, we've got nowhere to go.
Have mine.
What?
Well, not staying. Maureen's on her way to pick me up.
What about the van?
That's jiggered. Mechanic quoted Wing Commander a fortune.
What are you going to do when you get back?
Well, you know, there's loose ends for tie up at the museum, and I shall probably do some thinking. I need to do some thinking.
What about? Carl? Is he all right, Dave?
I think he's thinking.
Well, thanks, Colin. Thanks for your shed. Right, Dave, let's go move in. You'll come and say ta-ra before you go, Colin, won't you?
And Colin is left, shedless, jobless, friendless, hopeless. A surf-crash limbo where everything is less, and before him dimly lies the vague shadow of the daily bickerthon with Maureen, doomed to be intensified by their newly enforced proximity. And as time unwinds, he finds himself unable to face the prospect of anything.
Colin! Colin! There you are. 4 hours it's taken me.
Maureen?
Only stopped for a wee at Little Chef, didn't even have a cup of tea. What's all these sheds doing here?
Don't ask me.
Daft place to have sheds.
I know.
Where are the others?
Round and about.
Right. Do any of them want a lift?
I don't think so.
Or are they?
I don't know.
4 hours it took me to get here.
I'm sorry.
Right then. Well, if we get wiggle on, we'll make it back to Angela's for tea.
Angela, Maureen's sister.
You all right, Colin?
Sunday afternoon tea at Angela's, a 37-year-old weekly tradition. Angela addresses most of her comments to her dog, Scamp. Angela's husband dozes fitfully. The ever-threatening silences are warded off with endless exchanges devoid of interest, import or substance. And all the while the steady ingestion of sandwiches and quiche, sausage rolls and chicken wings, pickled onions and cheesy puffs, mini rolls and Battenbergs, all washed down by cup after cup of hot wheat tea. Front room in the winter, garden in the summer. 4 hours or so of crushing, dragging, eye-watering, limb-weighing, heart-sinking, soul-smothering.
Maureen?
You can drive back.
I think I'm going to stay.
Stay where?
Here.
What are you on about?
You stay too.
Stay in a shed?
Be a bit of a change.
What?
I can't go back.
And there they stand, swapping incredulous questions and even more incredulous answers. She whispers, she shouts, she laughs, she cries, she pleads, she threatens, and 20 minutes later, he's still saying,
I can't go back.
And as she storms back to the silver Nissan, angry, scared, confused, Colin stands alone once more, tears streaming down his face.
What have I done?
What has he done? What has he done?
What have I done?
Colin? Cole? You alright, mate?
I can't go back.
Right. Saw you talking to Maureen.
Yeah.
Not pleased.
Nah. I've got nowhere to stay. I mean...
No. It's alright, I know. Dave told me. Look, you can stay with me and Barry tonight. I'll order a new shed tomorrow.
I've got money.
No. My shout, Cole. This is all my idea.
Thanks.
You're welcome. Wouldn't be the same without you, would it? Come on, I'll make us a cuppa.
Yeah, I'll just stop here for a bit.
Okay, mate. Colin.
Yeah?
Welcome to SHEDTOWN.
Yeah.
Well, it's a bad town. Staying in SHEDTOWN.
In SHEDTOWN, Barry was played by Tony Pitts, Jimmy and Johnny by Kevin Eldon, and Diane by Suranne Jones. Eleanor was played by Ronni Ancona, Colin by Johnny Vegas, and Maureen by Emma Fryer. William was played by Adrian Manfredi, and Dave by Shaun Dooley. Carly was played by Jessica Knappett, Father Michael by James Quinn, and Wes by Warren Brown. The narrator was Maxine Peake, and the music was by Paul Heaton. SHEDTOWN was created by Tony Pitts and written by Kevin Eldon. The producer was Sally Harrison, the director Jim Poyser, and it was a Woolyback production for Radio 4.